Hello, everyone. If you're dealing with circulation issues, low energy, or intimacy challenges, and wake up feeling exhausted and drained, there's a simple mixture right in your kitchen that can improve pelvic circulation faster than most prescribed options. I'm talking about castor oil and baking soda. And before you think this sounds too simple to work, let me tell you, the science behind this combination is absolutely fascinating, and thousands of men and women over 55 are already seeing real and significant changes. My name is Dr. Joselyen, and I'm a doctor specializing in natural approaches to circulation, hormonal balance, and vitality. Welcome to the Beyond the Pill channel, where we talk about real solutions backed by real science, not just prescriptions and quick fixes. I started this channel because I'm tired of seeing people suffer in silence, being told that a blue pill or a hormone patch is their only option. There's so much more we can do. And today's topic is one of my absolute favorites. I'll show you what recent observational studies and clinical reports have discovered about this combination and why it works so well specifically for people in their 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond. We'll cover three things. First, why castor oil is one of the most underrated circulation stimulants on the planet. Second, how baking soda acts as an amplifier that multiplies absorption and effectiveness. And third, the exact protocol you can use tonight, no gimmicks, no expensive supplements, just 2 ingredients and a warm compress. Before we dive in, I want to share some exciting news. You no longer need to search through hundreds of videos to find these recipes. I've compiled an exclusive ebook with the 50 best recipes from this channel. Everything you need for better circulation, hormonal balance, vitality, and overall well-being. For just $14.90, you get the complete collection. And here's something important. By purchasing this ebook, you're not just investing in your health, you're directly supporting this channel and helping me continue creating free content for you every day. The secure link is waiting for you in the pinned comment. Don't wait. Your kitchen is about to become your pharmacy. Now, let's talk about castor oil. Castor oil has been used for thousands of years in traditional medicine, from ancient Egypt to Ayurvedic practices in India. And it wasn't just for digestive issues or skincare. Healers understood something that modern medicine is only rediscovering. Castor oil has a profound effect on circulation and lymphatic flow, especially in areas of the body where blood vessels are smaller and more prone to sluggishness. For people over 55, this includes the pelvic region, lower abdomen, and all the tiny capillaries that feed the tissues responsible for sexual function, hormone production, and energy regulation. When circulation slows in these areas, everything else starts to decline too. The active compound in castor oil is called ricinoleic acid, and it makes up about 90% of the oil's fatty acid profile. That's what gives castor oil its unique properties. Ricinoleic acid is a potent anti-inflammatory agent, and inflammation is one of the biggest silent killers of vitality as we age. Low-grade chronic inflammation damages the endothelium, the inner lining of your blood vessels. When that lining gets inflamed, it can't produce nitric oxide efficiently. And nitric oxide is the molecule that tells your blood vessels to relax and open up. Without proper nitric oxide signaling, you have poor circulation, fatigue, reduced sexual responsiveness, and a host of metabolic issues. Castor oil directly reduces that inflammation, allowing blood vessels to function as they should. This is where it becomes especially important for those over 55. As we age, our lymphatic system, which is responsible for draining waste and toxins from tissues, starts to slow down. Unlike the cardiovascular system, which has the heart to pump blood, the lymphatic system relies on movement, muscle contractions, and external stimulation to keep fluid moving. When lymphatic drainage is poor, tissues become congested, swollen, and oxygen deprived. This is particularly problematic in the pelvic region, where there's a dense network of lymph nodes and vessels. Castor oil is one of the few natural substances shown to stimulate lymphatic drainage when applied topically. It penetrates deep into tissues and gets things moving again, clearing waste and bringing in fresh, oxygenated blood. Traditional healers in ancient India and the Middle East applied warm castor oil compresses to the lower abdomen of people experiencing low energy, weak libido, or hormonal imbalances. They didn't understand the biochemistry, but they observed the results. People reported feeling warmer in that area, more sensitivity, better flow and energy, and renewed interest. Modern studies on castor oil compresses have found similar effects. Those who use topical castor oil on the lower abdomen report improvements in digestion, reduced inflammation, and notably, better circulation and sexual responsiveness. But here's the issue. Castor oil by itself is thick, sticky, and not absorbed very well by the skin. It tends to sit on the surface, which limits how deeply it can penetrate and how effective it can really be. That's where baking soda comes in. We've established that castor oil is remarkable for circulation and lymphatic drainage, but it has a big limitation. It's not well absorbed on its own. It's thick, viscous, and your skin acts as a barrier that prevents most of it from penetrating deep into the tissue where it needs to act. You could apply castor oil to your lower abdomen every night for a month and see some results, but you'd be getting maybe only 10 to 15% of its full potential. This is where baking soda, plain old baking soda, becomes the game changer. When you mix baking soda with castor oil, you're not just making a paste, you're creating a delivery system that multiplies absorption 3 to 4 times. Here's how it works. Your skin's natural pH is around 4.5 to 5.5, which is slightly acidic. This acidic barrier is great for protecting you from bacteria and environmental toxins, but it also makes it hard for certain substances, especially oils, to penetrate deeply. Baking soda is alkaline with a pH around 9. When applied to the skin, it temporarily shifts the pH of that localized area to a more alkaline state. This change causes your pores to open more and loosens the tight junctions between skin cells. The result is that the castor oil, which would normally sit on the surface, is now pulled into the deeper layers of the dermis and even into the subcutaneous tissue below. That's where the real work happens, because that's where your blood vessels, lymph nodes, and nerve endings are located. But baking soda doesn't just aid absorption. It also has a direct anti-inflammatory effect on its own. Baking soda has been studied for its ability to reduce localized inflammation and neutralize the acidic waste products of metabolism that build up in tissues. When there's chronic inflammation in the pelvic region, whether from a poor diet, lack of movement, or the aging process, that tissue becomes acidic. Acidic tissue is inflamed tissue, and inflamed tissue doesn't function well. By applying baking soda topically, you're creating an alkaline environment that helps neutralize that acidity and soothe the inflammation. Combined with the anti-inflammatory properties of castor oil, you're addressing the problem from 2 different angles simultaneously. Now, let's talk about why the lower abdomen and pelvic region respond so well to this combination. The skin in that area is thinner and more permeable than the skin on your arms or legs. There's a high concentration of blood vessels, lymphatic channels, and nerve pathways that connect directly to your reproductive organs, bladder, and intestines. When you apply the castor oil and baking soda mixture to this area, you're not just treating the skin, you're influencing the deeper structures below. Within 15 to 30 minutes after application, especially when a warm compress is used on top, you may feel the area warming up. That warmth is increased blood flow. You might also notice a slight tingling or pulsing sensation. That's your lymphatic system waking up and starting to drain. The beauty of this combination is that it works on multiple levels simultaneously. You're reducing inflammation, boosting circulation, improving lymphatic drainage, and delivering a concentrated dose of ricinoleic acid directly to the tissues that need it most. And since baking soda is opening those pathways, the effects are faster and more noticeable. People who use this protocol consistently report feeling a difference in the first week, and by the 3rd or 4th week, the changes can be significant, but you need to do it correctly. There's a specific ratio, a specific application method, and some common mistakes that can completely nullify the benefits. Let's cover all that now. Let's connect the dots between circulation and hormonal health, because this is where many people don't fully understand what's happening in their body. Your hormone levels might look normal on a blood test, but if circulation in your pelvic region is poor, your cells can't use those hormones effectively. Hormones have to bind to receptors in your tissues to do their job, and those receptors need oxygen and nutrients delivered by healthy blood flow. When circulation is sluggish, even normal hormone levels can feel like a deficiency. You experience fatigue, low libido, brain fog, and decreased sexual responsiveness. Not because your hormones are gone, but because they're not reaching the tissues that need them. Lymphatic drainage also plays a crucial role in hormone metabolism. Your body produces hormones, but it also needs to eliminate used hormones and metabolic waste. When your lymphatic system is sluggish, those waste products build up and create a toxic environment that interferes with hormone signaling. It's like trying to run an engine without ever changing the oil. The castor oil and baking soda combination stimulates this drainage system, helping your body clear out the old and make room for the new. The observable changes people report after 2 to 4 weeks are consistent. More energy in the morning, improved circulation and sensation, more restorative sleep, and a noticeable boost in libido and overall vitality. These aren't placebo effects. They're the result of improved circulation, reduced inflammation, and heightened hormone receptor sensitivity. Your body already knows how to function at a high level. It just needs the right environment to do so. And this simple topical protocol helps create that environment without pills, injections, or side effects. Now, let's talk about how to do this correctly, because the technique really matters. The ratio is simple: 2 parts castor oil to 1 part baking soda. So if you're using 2 tablespoons of castor oil, add 1 tablespoon of baking soda. Mix them in a small bowl until you get a thick, spreadable paste, not runny. If it's too thick, add a bit more castor oil. If it's too thin, add a pinch more baking soda. You're aiming for a consistency like thick peanut butter. Where you apply this matters. You're targeting the lower abdomen, the area between your navel and your pubic bone. Spread the mixture in a hand-sized layer, covering that entire region evenly. Don't apply it directly to sensitive genital skin. The lower abdomen is where you get the best absorption into the pelvic structures without risking irritation or discomfort. Timing is everything. Do this at night, ideally 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Why at night? Because that's when your body enters repair mode. Your parasympathetic nervous system activates. Blood flow to your organs increases, and your lymphatic system works more efficiently. Applying the mixture before bed lets it work while you rest, and many people wake up feeling the difference right away. Here's the key step that most people skip: the hot compress. After applying the paste, cover it with a piece of flannel cloth or an old towel. Then place a hot water bottle or heating pad on top. The heat drives the castor oil deeper into the tissues and accelerates lymphatic drainage. Leave it on for 30 to 60 minutes. You can watch TV, read, or just relax. After the time is up, wipe off the excess with a damp cloth. A little residue on the skin is perfectly fine. Common mistakes to avoid: using too much baking soda, which can irritate the skin; applying it every night, which can cause sensitivity; skipping the hot compress, which cuts the effectiveness in half; and expecting instant results. This is a 3 times a week protocol done consistently for 4 to 6 weeks. That's when you see the real and lasting changes. Now, let me guide you through the full recipe step by step. Gather your ingredients: organic cold-pressed castor oil, aluminum-free baking soda, a small bowl for mixing, a piece of flannel cloth or an old cotton towel, and a hot water bottle or heating pad. Optional powerful additions: a few drops of magnesium oil for muscle relaxation, or 2 drops of peppermint oil for improved circulation. Don't overdo the peppermint. It's potent, and you don't want a burning sensation. In your bowl, mix 2 tablespoons of castor oil with 1 tablespoon of baking soda. Stir well with a spoon until it forms a smooth, thick paste. If you're adding magnesium oil, add 5 to 10 drops. If using peppermint, just 1 or 2 drops. Then mix well. The mixture might feel slightly warm to the touch if you added the magnesium, and you might notice the peppermint aroma. That's completely normal and actually enhances the sensory experience. Lie down on your bed or a comfortable surface. Apply the paste to your lower abdomen in a generous, even layer, covering the area from your navel to the pubic bone. Place the flannel cloth directly over the paste. Then position your hot water bottle or heating pad on top of the cloth. Set a timer for 45 to 60 minutes. What should you feel? Warmth spreading through your abdomen, perhaps a light tingling or pulsing sensation, and an overall feeling of deep relaxation. What's not normal? Burning, sharp pain, or intense itching. If that happens, remove everything immediately and rinse with warm water. Follow this protocol 3 times a week. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday work great, or Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. The key is consistency and spacing. Your body needs time to respond and integrate the changes. After 2 weeks, you should notice better morning energy and a sense of lightness in the abdominal area. After 4 weeks, most people report stronger circulation, improved libido, deeper sleep, and an overall sense of vitality they haven't felt in years. Store any leftover mixture in a sealed glass jar. It lasts about a week at room temperature. Before each use, stir again to restore the consistency. This is one of those simple rituals that can truly change everything when you stick with it. And the best part, it costs less than a single prescription refill. If you've made it this far, I want you to do 3 things right now. First, click the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Second, leave a comment below and tell me if you're going to try this protocol. I read every comment and your feedback helps me create better content for you. Third, share this video with someone you care about. Our health shouldn't be a secret, and the more openly we talk about these natural approaches, the more lives we change together. This castor oil and baking soda combination is just one tool in a much larger toolbox. If you want to dive deeper into natural strategies for circulation, hormonal balance, and lifelong vitality, I've compiled an exclusive ebook with the 50 best recipes from this channel. Everything you need for better circulation, hormonal health, energy, and overall confidence. For just $14.90, you get the complete collection. And when you buy, you're not just investing in your health. You're directly supporting this channel and helping me continue creating free content for you every day. The secure link is waiting for you in the pinned comment. Remember, you don't have to accept decline as inevitable. Your body is capable of incredible regeneration when you give it the right tools and the proper environment. This simple 2-ingredient mixture is living proof of that. Try it for 4 weeks. Stay consistent. Pay attention to how you feel. I truly believe you'll be surprised at what your body is still capable of. I am Dr. Joselyen.